What a beautiful way to end a fine day of fossil hunting on the river. I think y'all are going to like this one. Let's roll the tape. There's an 1 3/4 Angus Diven. That was really nice. It'd have a golden color if I cleaned that tannic off of it. I may get around to doing that. A little bit tumbled and beat up, but it managed to make it through whole. It's got both of the cusps, got some serrations on it, got the whole root. Nice tooth. Very nice mako. It's an 1 3/4, very complete, really good shape. That one will probably clean up rather good, but I bet you it'll still be black underneath because of that tannin right there. A lot of times you don't know whether it's going to be black or brown, but I think this one's going to be black, so I'll just leave it right there. That horse tooth is in really good shape for being in the river. Look at that. It's even still got some of the bark on the outside. It's coming off. This happens when it dries. Some of that stuff flakes off. Really cool. About 2 inches long there. Even got the little roots on the bottom. Pretty little sand tiger there. Didn't film that because a lot of times when you try to pick these things up, the current just blows them away. So better to just grab and go. That meg tooth, not in as good a shape as some of the ones you see me pull on land, but for river spots where we hunt, that's pretty good because they flow pretty hard and they tend to beat up these teeth. This one's a 2 1/8 inches long. Actually really good shape. I'm happy with that little meg tooth. Decent little angie, 1 3/4, river worn, still basically a complete tooth. Got all the burlette in there. You can still see it's kind of brown. It's cool. Big old Angus Diven. Not perfect, but big. 3 3/4 inches. Still got both cusps on it. Tip is a little worse for the wear. Of course, they had to eat. Story of the hobby right there. A little bit nicked up there. That probably happened a long time ago. See how it's pretty much the same color as everything else. It's not a recent break. Anyway, even when they're broken, it's always fun to find big teeth. That's a pretty nice Angus Diven right there. 2 1/8 inches. Still got some of that tannic on it. Probably be black underneath, but it's a whole tooth. Got both of those cusps. Got the serrations. Of course the tip is rounded. They had to eat. Look at this mammoth tooth. Wow. Spectacular. There's a chewing surface right there. Get that spider off of there. Okay, anyway. Really great shape. This part where it's curved over here, that was still in the jaw. Really good shape for being in the river down here. They get sandblasted just like everything else. Normally this would be beaten to a pulp, but it's not. It's a whole tooth. I swear it looked like an old shoe in the river, didn't it? Alright, I started preserving this thing. Look how good that looks. Figured I probably should tell you guys what I'm doing. So I have this jar, and I mixed PVA beads with acetone to make a solution, and then I'm painting it on this thing after I cleaned it up, so it will harden it and it doesn't break anymore. So now I'm going to do the other side. Show y'all what I'm doing. Alright, so this side over here has not been preserved at all. See how it's breaking and stuff right there? Got the cracks in there. I don't want anything else to happen to it. That happened a long time before I found it. So, what I'm doing, I'm dipping this brush. I got these from Harbor Freight. Pack of like 20 something, maybe even 30 for like a couple bucks. Great deal. I'm dipping in juice, and then I just paint it on. Nice and thick. Let it soak in. Looks pretty juicy right now, but it'll dry out. Get it all into those cracks. It hardens and forms a bond inside the material. It makes it so it's a lot more durable. It doesn't crack on the shelf. It's important to get all the dirt and stuff out of it before you do this, because it cements it in there pretty good. I mean, you could always undo it. If something is in there that you want to get out, you just use pure acetone. And that will dissolve it again so you can get it out. It's real sticky. It's like glue. But anyway, you get the idea. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done painting this side. And then I may give it another coat after this, I'm not sure. If you get too much of this stuff on there, it starts to get glossy, and I really don't want to have it glossy. I kind of like the more natural look to it, like when I found it. So anyway, see you in a minute. Alright, all done preserving that side. It's probably going to look just as good as the other side. I think it'll be pretty secure now. Won't crumble anymore. I'm going to go take that and sit it in the garage because that acetone stinks. I always use that stuff in a well-ventilated area. Alright, there's a video of it all cleaned up and preserved. Turn it over here so you can see the other side too. Turned out amazing. Superb mammoth tooth. Superb. Killer tank this was. Obviously the star right there is that mammoth tooth. Don't find those a whole lot, but I'm real happy with that one. Got some nice teeth too, some decent teeth, some river rubble. That's the way it goes though. That was super fun. Really appreciate y'all watching the video. And thanks for subscribing. If you haven't done that yet, please do so. And also sign up for the notifications so you can see when we put up new videos. And I will catch you next time. Until then, happy hunting.